and welcome back to Ignite Success, where again we are in the setting of the horse's mouth. It's a fun place here, and today I have three wonderful guests here. And one thing they all have in common that I do want to talk about is they're all three writing books. And coming from that world, I love talking to authors and aspiring authors. So today I have Marsha Geoghagan. Hi, Marsha. Thank you for coming to the
Sherrie.
show. Welcome.
Thank you.
So, Marsha, you are an author, and I know, and you brought your book, Destined for Destruction, but Love Stepped In.
Mm-hmm.
And, great book. I kind of know a little bit about it, because it was a portion of your journey. So tell us, what is your book about? What inspired you to write your book?
The Lord. But what really inspired me, this book shows you how Jesus has. I'm going to start. It has supernatural. It has sex. It has drugs. It has rock and roll. It has demons. It has tragedy. It has drama. But the main character of the book is Jesus. He's the main character, and he brings you out of all of this, and he weaves this tapestry, and he brings you out of all of this. I mean, it's an amazing story. It's my story, of course, but it's amazing how the Holy Spirit will take something, and that's why. And he called, and he said, "Call it destined," because we're all destined for destruction. But love stepped in. So this is a book of hope. It's I left out some parts, and like I say, and you, of all people, know, because you published it, and you said, Marsha, what does this mean? So you helped me so much in writing this. I don't know whether people know that what else you do besides stand behind a bar and interview people. I'm not sure what else they know you do, but if they knew the talent that you had, with writing and everything. And so you sure showed me a lot. And from this book, there's going to be another book, a prequel to it, called Destiny Driven by Love. And that's when the Holy Spirit, when you know him, and he begins to just take you on journeys that you just sit back, and it's almost like a surreal, like you're doing it, but then it's like you're not doing it when you sit back and people say, you did this and you did that. And you're like, yeah, but, because it's all about the Lord. And I think that people that read books, and this is not a teaching book, thank God for a teaching book, but this is just, it's a book of a person, and the person's Jesus, and he takes you to the life and everything. But like I say, you helped me write. You know about this book. You know more about this book probably than I do.
Well, thank you. And it is a great story. It's a great book, and I'm glad you're writing a sequel to it. I really am. And it did hit bestseller.
Yes, it did.
It did. Yay.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yes. Yeah. That was another one of like, and what, because I didn't even go, for English, I made C's and C minuses, and I'm like, God, you want me to write a book? Come on, Yeah.
That's great. That's great. Thank you, Marsha. Again, thank you for being here. And Sandra Nestor Love. Hi, welcome.
Hello.
So good to see you.
Always a pleasure being around you.
Yes. I'm so excited because you are such a creative person. Like you're creating these games, and you were like describing them to me, and I'm like, okay. I think I'm tracking with you. But you're also writing a book.
Yes, I actually published a book a couple years ago called Mission I'm Possible Too. Mm-hmm. And it's just really just helping you have simple success solutions and strategies to help you navigate when you're working with a partner.
Oh, great. Great topic.
Yes, it is. Yes. And so the board game, The Best, is designed to help you navigate on what's going on the inside of you. So everything I do is all about building and developing yourself from the inside out. I believe success is loving who you are, loving what you do, and loving how it's impacting others. So The Best game helps you navigate through that one word at a time. And the journaling workbooks, which are 3 missions. Ironically, I wrote the second mission first, like Star Trek or Star Wars. And I just finished the book series, Mission Enjoy Everything. And I'm just done with Mission imposter sabotage. So it helps you just navigate through the 3 types of conflict: conflict within, conflict with people you love, because that happens sometimes. We're not going to always agree if strawberry jelly is better than grape jelly, right? And then the 3rd type of conflict is real bad guys. So I just help people navigate, and I guide them gently by journaling out situations that they've been through to help them build better relationships, first within, then with their partners, and then with other society issues.
So it's an interactive book.
It is an interactive book that you can complement the games with, absolutely.
When you say games, just to be clear,
Yes.
they are literal
Board games.
Not digital.
No.
I mean, like, you have to take it out of a box.
Yes.
And put it out. You have to come back. You have to bring your games.
I'm going to show you the game next time I come.
Yeah, because I saw this, like, you know, I was thinking like somebody like taping like sheets of paper together and, you know, putting little magnets. I'm like, wow, that's a real board game. It was really impressive.
Thank you so much. I play with my children on the way to school. It's a simple game. You literally take a cup, you advance it towards the best, which is on a hashtag. And based on if you answer the best questions and the best calls to action, you get to put these precious stones in your cup by saying affirmations. I am, I choose, I love.
Wow.
Yes. So it's a very simple game. It just develops you on the inside. A lot of people aren't confident and comfortable with speaking life and positive to themselves.
Yes.
So it's very important that we practice that. And I had to break the game down into 3 versions, because once you play by yourself, you can invite a partner, and it opens up where it's leadership development. I play with my sons. You open up the board and we take turns. I'm the host one time, and then the next round you're the host. So we take turns being in authority and under authority by asking the best questions.
Wow. Wow. Well, thank you for being here.
Yeah, and I'm very impressed. Just listen to her.
I know, right?
Yeah, I'm like,
You should see the board game. Oh, my gosh.
I know. I'm like, wow. I'm impressed just sitting here.
Yeah.
I'm impressed with you, Martha. I've known
like
this
game.
woman for years.
Yeah.
And she actually doesn't even know how much she has mentored me and how much I've looked up to her with Woman's Aglow. This is a legend here that I'm sitting next to, and I'm so honored that I get to be on the show with you.
She is a wonderful person.
Yes.
Mentored me as well. Yeah.
Hey, y'all don't let that get out, okay? Let's just keep it down. Keep it down.
Speaking of mentoring and leadership, I want to offer Mark Scherer. Welcome,
nice
Mark Scherer. Hi, nice to meet you too. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you. So you have a company called Encompass Life.
Yes.
Tell us what Encompass Life is about.
Yeah, so Encompass Life, we have an online university. So I train people to become coaches. We have a very unique modality here. We also train leadership. We just now have gotten accreditation from an online university. For people who are coming through our university, they can get a master's or a PhD program that's accredited. So it's really starting to add credibility to what we're doing here. It's a really different process. Most modalities are about thinking positive thoughts and don't think negative thoughts. What we do here, we change body chemistry, which changes brain chemistry, which has the thoughts change automatically. So instead of going through a 300 to 400 repetitions to make a pattern shift, this stuff happens instantly. So people start to speak differently. New results will show up in people's lives in a matter of minutes. So it's a unique way to reprogram the subconscious.
Wow.
I found this over about the last 15 years. I've studied consciousness for about 35 years. But I found this over about the last 15 years and launched this system about 5 years ago.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a blast.
Oh, it sounds like you have a really fun time with it.
Yeah.
And you're passionate about it.
Yep.
Yeah. So before we go, just one quick question for all of you, because you are authors, you're in the midst of writing books. If you want to be remembered by one thing, what would it be?
Wisdom.
You got that. Yeah. How about you, Sandra?
Honorable.
Wow.
That's good.
Yeah, that is good.
I wish I'd have taken that one.
Yeah, awakening enthusiasm. And the word enthusiasm comes from the Greek word entheos, meaning with God.
Oh.
So that's our natural state. Most people have gone into a state of suppression with it, and woe is life, woe is me type of stuff. So when people really wake up to the power of enthusiasm, yeehaw.
There you go. Can't go wrong, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, thank you all very much. If you want to learn more about these wonderful leaders, authors, go to iwantabuzz.com. I'm Sherrie Clark, and I will see you in the next segment.